I'll start. For me, when I was getting the vaccine, I started off kind of skeptical about it. But in the long run, I honestly just wanted to be like able to protect myself and those around me. And I felt like with what I'm trying to do, like traveling, being around people a lot, I'm gonna like I'm gonna come across a lot of people basically, and I just felt like that was the best move for me. So I feel like if there's anybody else in my shoes, that it'll be a no-brainer for them.
How long did you kind of go back and forth about whether to get vaccinated yourself?
Honestly, I honestly contemplated it for a few months. It was like 2.5 months.
What was there anything specific that kind of held you back from doing so right away?
It was just ignorance, and not necessarily just ignorance. It was like I was seeing a lot of stuff, but I wasn't really checking the research behind the stuff that I was seeing. So you feel me? It was just a lot of confusion in my head, and I was just uncertain.
What put you what made push you forward? I guess, was there a piece of research or something that you read or someone you talked to that?
It was more so of just a few conversations I had, like with Coach Kev. I had a conversation with him. I had a conversation with my pops, and that was really what it was. Like they were telling me that I'm gonna be coming across a lot of people, and like I honestly, I still want to be able to come around and safely see my family and my loved ones. So that's really what it was for me. That's what it came down to.
Okay. Hey, thank you, Quinn. Who wants to go next as far as
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
Well, sure. Before I start, I just want to give a shout out and say thank you to Mayor Warren and Coach Shat for organizing this. But the reason behind me getting my vaccine was pretty simple. Was to just protect myself. I know I come in contact with a lot of people. Playing the NBA, you come in contact with a lot of fans. Outside of the arena that may approach you, ask for pictures, and not only that, I know when I'm home in Rochester, I'm around a lot of family members, and with my mom and dad, being older in age, I want to protect them as well because I want to see them and be around them. So that really pushed me to get the vaccine. And at first, it took me a while. It wasn't a right away answer. I did my research. I was always questioning, my team doctors, and they're always sending me articles about the vaccine and which one was better to take. And so I finally just did my research, and once I felt good about it, I got it. I got both shots, and I felt good, still feel good. So, yeah.
Was there anything specific that kind of sold you on, hey, I'm going to go ahead and do this? And when did you get vaccinated? Quentin, I forgot to ask you that as well, if you feel comfortable sharing that.
I was vaccinated about a month ago.
Okay.
Yeah. I was vaccinated towards the middle of May. I say in the middle of May is when I chose to get vaccinated, get both shots. So yeah.
Did you do that through your personal physician or some type of public vaccination forum or
yeah, I did that through my doctors. I did that through my team doctors back in Detroit. So they scheduled the date and everything, and we're able to get the vaccination.
Is there what are you going to say during this appearance? What can you share with people
about the vaccine?
Well, you could have taken the approach that, hey, I got the vaccine and, and that's that, but you're making it a point to appear in public to encourage people.
Yeah. I said the reason why, I'm encouraging people is because of, how deadly, this virus, keeps on getting, the different kind of, strengths that's coming out, and, just how it can really affect you. And, not only that, at first, everybody was worried about, people older of age, they can only be affected, but now it's, people our age that's, really being affected by this as well. So, that's why I'm pushing for, younger kids, just others to get vaccinated, just to protect themselves. And, if they ever do come across the virus, they have a way better chance of fighting it and being okay without it versus them without having the vaccine.
How surprised are you that folks in your age group and maybe a little bit younger are starting to pay a toll, I guess, lack of a better way of saying it?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that again?
How surprised are you that now younger people are being affected by this?
Yeah, I'm very surprised because, at first I thought, we're young, we're healthy, we're not that old of age, so can't nothing really happen to us. And, if we end up getting the virus or anything, we'll be able to, fight it and beat it and be just fine. But, now that I'm seeing it's affecting us and, some are, even dying. About, so.
We have a question from Spectrum.
Hey, Josh here from Spectrum News. Hope you guys are doing good. Hear from Anthony. We haven't heard from you yet. What does it mean to be back here, to come back to Rochester, to really push this? You've seen a really big rise in cases around the country. It's even growing here. What does it mean to come back and try to push this initiative?
Oh, yeah, I think the biggest thing for me, I look at it as a social responsibility. When you see it continue to go up and down and not only affect like the people you love, or even if you haven't been affected by it, just the people in your community. And like a couple of my teammates have had it, my coaches had it now, like in the second variant, so the Delta variant. So like just to see it surface back up and continue to linger and make it hard on our economy, our businesses, all the people trying to start back up and get back into the flow of things and continue to put so many restrictions on it. I think pushing the initiative to get vaccinated is really important right now, just to get things back to where everybody can feel comfortable and feel safe and not have to, I guess, have that stress or anxiety that, okay, I don't know who I can talk to. I don't know who I can go around knowing that, okay, now I can get sick, not just my family or my parents. If I stay away from them, I personally can get sick and I could be in danger. So I think being able to take that weight off of all of our backs is important. And I think that pushing this and getting people educated about it and feeling more comfortable to take the vaccine will put not only Rochester in a better place, but I think our whole country in a better spot to understand what the vaccine is, what are the risks involved with it, whatever they need to know. I feel like if we can get that information to make them feel more comfortable, then I think we can put all ourselves in a better position.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem.
WXXI, do you have any questions?
Yeah, just for everybody, what part of Rochester are you guys from? What neighborhood did you grow up in?
I'm from the 19th Ward, Genesee, Brooks area.
I'm from, I grew up over by Jefferson Avenue and K Street. So I grew up living on K Street, so over by that side.
When I was younger, I lived off of like Orange Street and over near J Street. Then my mom moved us over to Greece. So I lived off of Long Pond for a long time, lived over in that area.
I grew up mostly on Roxborough Road on the west side of Genesee Park Boulevard and Thurston. And then once I got a bit older, I moved out to Greece. And I was living in Greece on Brennan Road for a little bit.
and a lot of kids look up to you guys. And what kind of impact do you expect to make on them by meeting them in person and giving this piece of advice?
Well, for the most part, we just want the community to kind of tap in. Right now, we're just in a vulnerable situation with the numbers rising. So I think it's most important for us to push this so the numbers can go down and everything can just kind of get back to normal. Because right now, things just aren't normal. And I know everybody probably feel a certain way about how we have to move around. Everything is just different, and it's been different for about a year and a half now. So we just want everything to get back to normal.
Are you surprised that it's taken this long to wrestle with this thing? That the whole country's been wrestling with this thing for a year and a half, year and 3/4, going on 2 years.
I'm not really too surprised because I've been around people who hasn't really been listening, not wearing masks and stuff like that. So, and also this, the COVID is kind of like the flu. So we have the flu every year. People die from it every year. So I just feel like this is a stronger variant of it. That's just my take on it.
WHAM, do you have any questions?
Yes. Thanks, guys, for taking the time to talk with us today. I guess I'll open up to anyone who's willing to share, but what's it mean to you guys to be using your platform this way to get the word out and to hopefully encourage not just, Rochester youth, but also, the community at large here is to get vaccinated and the benefits of doing so?
I think it means a lot because for me personally, being vaccinated opened up opportunities for me, like being able to go to Las Vegas for Summer League. Like if I wasn't vaccinated, I wouldn't have been able to go. So it's like, for other people, I would just say, like, show them, like, my experience. Like, being vaccinated opened the door for me that I wouldn't have been able to do if I wasn't vaccinated. So it's just, like, seeing, like, how it's beneficial. Like, it's going to be beneficial for everybody if they do it. But I feel like everybody has to see their purpose and why they're doing it.
Anybody else have a comment? Okay, WROC, do you have any questions? WROC, any questions?
If they don't, I can have a follow-up quick if you don't mind, if that works. All right. Where did the idea of a shot for a shot come from, and how did this kind of come to be to come about for next week here?
I just had an idea that I know there's a lot of young kids that look up to all of these guys, and not just young kids, but actually their own peers really pay a lot of attention to what they do, and they're trusted by a lot of different individuals. And of course, Mayor Warren was trying to put this together because basically the community needs it. So we just reached out to each one of them, had a conversation, see how they felt about it, and they all agreed. And then they understood like what's going on with the variants rising and the children's hospitals starting to fill up across the country. Like it's just something that people need to pay more attention to, and it's hard in this day and age because everybody hears more from social media than their own doctors. And you just tend to trust what you hear more, and you never ask yourself what you're hearing the most. Is it real information? Is it true information? So I just figured if these guys can get in front of the right platform, then they can affect a lot of different kids and a lot of different people in general.
To piggyback on that, us, like, as players, we always talk about, like, what can we do to benefit the community and stuff when we're all back home, because it's not too many times that we're all here at the same time. So we always try to, like, find creative ways and to just impact the community and show our faces and show that we're still here. And, you know, we want the best for this community. So when he brought the idea to us, it was kind of a no-brainer.
Do we have any other questions? Okay, again, if you have any logistical questions about the program, feel free to text Justin Roy. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate that.
Guys.